Okay, for our live portion here, gentlemen, I have I have some names I'm going to throw at you.
Okay.
You tell me what they have in common. Ready?
Okay.
Garrett Pilon, Axel Johnson Fialbi, Brett Leeson, Alexei Protas. What do these four gentlemen's names have in common?
Foreign.
You could barely pronounce them.
Okay.
You probably spent a good 30 minutes practicing how to pronounce them.
Yeah, I'm going to give you four more names real quick before we run out of our minute. Okay. Nick Backstrom, TJ Oshie, Anthony Manta, Lars Eller.
Okay,
those are the four guys that are replacing those four guys on the Caps, and they're still winning. And I had never heard of them before.
Hey, that works. That's good. All right, we'll talk Caps here in a little bit, right here on Ref the District, episode 43.
I'm a pretty bad kid.
Yeah, let's talk about the bigger picture. Let's talk about how we be ballin', playing with the Wizards. Let's talk about the Nats and how they always got good pitchers. Let's talk about the Cats, hope rest can turn them boys to winners. Injuries and updates, oh yeah. To the opponent, we stand toe to toe, yeah. To the top, this podcast gonna go, yeah. I think it's something you should know, yeah.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to episode 43 of Ref the District. I am Nathan Perry, and joining me, as always, we've got Trevor.
What up, dogs? We play the Panthers on Sunday.
We do, and we have the Stoner in a new locale.
Yeah, bro, what's that?
Yeah. So I'm renovating my studio right now. So,
nice.
So here I am stuck in another part of the house. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to deal with that.
Is that your dog barking too back there?
Dogs barking at the guys who are working in the room in the studio there.
All right. Well, this is our normal Wednesday show that we stream live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Mama Stores is already on our YouTube. Shout out to Mama Stores. You can always join us live. If you don't want to join us live, or if you just like listening to the audio form, no worries. You can catch us anywhere your podcasts are. So whether or not that's Apple, Spotify, Google, or Amazon, you can catch us there. Now, we are on the road to 500 subscriptions on our YouTube channel. So we would appreciate if you do subscribe to our YouTube channel. That would help us out immensely because we are sponsored by you. You help us out, but we are also sponsored by Pacers Running. They can help you out. Where's the swish? There we go. There's the swish running. You can check them out either online or one of their 6 stores in the Northern Virginia or DC area. They will get you set up. All 3 of us have done a virtual fitting with them, and they got us hooked up with the right pair of shoes to make sure that we're taking care of whether or not that's walking, running, or just normal activities that keep us on our feet and fit. They are good to go and taking care of you. That's Pacers Running, sponsoring Ref the District. All right, on today's show, for the cool down, we'll talk the Caps, the Spirits, and we'll do our dollar bets. And then during the warm-up here, we're going to talk about the Wiz. And on the game, kid you not, we're going to have a special guest, a little sneak peek here. Who's going to be coming for that? So that's for our audio listeners.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
Oh, it was a sneak peek. If you missed it, you missed it. But for those audio listeners, you'll just have to stick around for the game to see who we brought in from the Panthers to talk about the Carolina game coming up here for the Washington football team.
Big dog.
The Washington Wizards are off to their best start since Wes Unseld Sr. was playing for them way back when.
Isn't that crazy?
10-3. It is. Absolutely insane connection now that Wes Unseld Jr. is coaching for the Washington Wizard. In fact, their one victory tonight, if they win on Wednesday night,
what happens?
They will have their best start to a season since the last time they went to the NBA Finals.
And do you guys know who they played in those finals?
The Warriors.
Yeah.
That's exactly
who just so happen to be leading the West right now. Crazy times indeed.
They went into Brooklyn last night and embarrassed the Nets in Brooklyn.
Big
and
time.
Steph Curry is just doing Steph Curry stuff.
They can do that in a 7-game series too. So Brooklyn better watch out. But anyway, the Wizards, are we in first place in the East right now?
First place,
still on top of the pile.
That's crazy.
And a lot of people,
Bradley Beal.
A lot of people want to complain that maybe they haven't necessarily played competition, but
they're in the NBA.
They've beaten Milwaukee. They've beaten Atlanta, who was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. They beat Boston twice.
Keep going.
They beat Cleveland, who maybe last year they were terrible, but this year they're doing very well. Mm-hmm. So they've beaten plenty. And by the way, in the past, they've lost to all of those bottom feeders.
This early in the season too. So whoever's saying that, shut it up. We out here.
It's important to note they're also 3-0 without Bradley Beal so far.
Which he returns tonight, by the way.
He does returns to the lineup tonight after he lost his grandmother. And speaking of moms, going to shout out Mama Perry is in the in the chat, and so is Redskins Weekly.
Hey, what's up, Redskins Weekly? What's up?
What up?
So
normally I'd be handling the responses, but
we know your studio.
Yeah, my whole studio's all
studio. Well, we're letting down because we are talking Wizards talk right now. We will be getting to the Washington football talk when we get to the game, and you're definitely going to want to stick around for that Redskins Weekly, as we do have a special guest lined up for that portion. Big guest. On the Wizards talk, back to the Wizards talk. 3-0 without Bradley Beal. Mm-hmm. Probably the most important element to all of that is the fact that they are just playing good team ball. It's not been one specific person who's stepped up and played particularly well for the team. Though if you wanted to highlight one person, who would you highlight during these games without Bradley?
I'm going to go with 3 letters, KCP. My man
has been great.
Clutch, bro. He's clutch. He's always had really good defense. He's one of the most underrated defensive players in the league, I think. KCP, new setting. He's in LA a lot last year, a few years ago. Now he's all the way across the country, bringing that leadership over here. He's nice, KCP.
Yeah, well, you can't argue with that. But I mean, Trez is getting MVP chance at Cap One Arena. And although he's not putting up MVP numbers, he's putting up MVP of the Wizards numbers.
Yep.
What he's doing, the energy that he brings, the accountability of himself and his teammates that he brings is very inspiring. And he just goes out there and he's just an animal out there. He does whatever it takes. He's undersized, and he's gonna. Valanciunas was killing him for most of the game yesterday. Or Monday, but then in the clutch, he was setting up Valanciunas the whole game because Valanciunas was pounding on him, and he set him up. Took a charge late in the game.
Went crazy,
energized the entire arena. Trez does say wants everyone to know, hold off on the MVP chance until after the first free throw. Let him get one in and then start chanting so let him get one in at least. So I'm and I think this speaks volumes because I led into this. You can't just pick one person and we're all going to pick somebody different. I'm going to go with Denny. The guy's defense has just been absolutely monstrous. He's just been wonderful playing defensive ball for such a nice guy as Trez, and some of the Kuz has been calling him, like, they're just saying that he's just such a sweet guy. But he's been a monster there on the defensive side of the ball for the Wizard.
Yeah, that's Wes Unseld right there, because I mean, has Denny ever had defense like this really before in the past?
Last year he was horrible.
Yeah,
defensively.
yeah, exactly. Horrible. So Wes Unseld, baby.
And I do believe right now he is. I'm totally conflating numbers, but I believe he's the 6th rated defensive player in the NBA.
Wow.
The 6th in the entire league. He was guarding Brandon Ingram last game, an all-star. He was guarding Ja Morant
Mm-hmm.
in that game. He was guarding Giannis in that particular game. I mean, he's taken on. It's like what we were talking about on Monday after the Washington football game. It's like, who's your go-go? And you just everybody.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And you can't complain about anybody on the Wizards right now.
No.
They're all playing. They're all playing together. They're still not shooting so great.
No.
But
shooting has been a problem.
Yeah, but it's not costing them games right now.
No, and this is where the fact that Dinwiddie has been pretty consistent as probably the most consistent scorer for the team right now. Obviously, Beal, when he's active and he's been playing, he's has missed 3 games, but Beal's been kind of not as hot of a shooter as you would expect. Normally, a walking bucket, as Stoner likes to call him. But the role players, Kuz has been just outstanding, but he had a down game, and KCP stood up and was just lights out. I think 6 for 8 from 3, 20 plus points off the bench. And so they do this great rotation and just consistently able to, and you look at their plus minus and just the fact that the bench having this depth is just outstanding. And I know we've talked about this before, but Tommy Shepard and the deals that were made to get this team, it's just outstanding. He honestly should be executive of the year by year's end, because what he's pulled off over the last couple of years, overhauling the team.
We're 13 games in. Hold on a second.
That's true. That's fair.
This is true. But I mean, outside of press, I'm not saying that this team is winning a championship 13 games in. What I'm saying though is the fact that he's been able to build a team with very little resources at first, right? I mean, this, a lot of people point to the Westbrook trade and getting KCP, Kuz, and Harrell, Trez, and all these, right? But then you look at what he did last year and traded away Peanuts and got one of their best defensive players last year, who was really one of the big turnaround points and helped them get to the playoffs last year, and was re-signed to an extension, relative young guy, cheap for the next few years. So I mean, I'm saying as an executive, he's doing his job. I mean, he's not, maybe not Sam Presti stacking up on all these draft picks.
Well,
but he's also seeing, I was about to say, he's also seeing production on the court, whereas the Thunder are still waiting for that to happen. So I think some exciting things happening. And to me, it's also that because a lot of these players for the Wizards are still fairly young. And so there's some promise there that this could be years of quality play. Now, again, we do need to see some improvement. The defense is good. Would like to see some scoring. If Denny could start working on a 3-point shot, so he's got that, got that 3 and D, right? Yeah. He's shot some 3-pointers. He just needs to be a little bit more consistent with it.
Yeah, he's only like 5 of 20 or something on the year.
Yeah, so that's pretty bad.
Not great, but
not great.
So hopefully when Rui comes back, that can provide a huge sparks to where the Wizards don't have to worry about coming back from a large lead to win the game, or having a lead and having trouble closing out the game and making it interesting at the end when they were up by double digits with like 4 minutes to go. So maybe he just brings that extra force in there that we can just coast the whole game without having to sit on the edge of our seat.
Yeah, this is the NBA, though.
There's
not many teams that kind of coast, get to coast all the way through a game. I mean, the worst teams beat the best teams all the time. It's not like
in a 7-game
NFL
series,
where you only got one chance a week. They played 3 games 3 times a week. But going back to Tommy Shepard, when he took over as GM, this was only 2 years ago, about 2.5 years ago. The only 2 guys who are still left on the team are Thomas Bryant and Bradley Beal. and that's it. He's completely overhauled this roster, except
And
for
so
those
far,
2 players.
So far, so good. I'm not
Mhm.
saying, but it's only 13 games, so we'll just
And by the
see
way,
what
he got promoted
happens.
today too. Did you see
He
that?
did. He did get
Yeah.
promoted.
That's
So
step one. That's step one. Before we
agreed.
say he's executive of the year.
Agreed. But you know what,
Because
Trev?
he could make some trades at trade deadline and make you eat those
might.
words. You never know.
He might.
Could.
But
We'll
you know what,
have to
Trev?
see.
What's up?
If they go 500 the rest of the year, if they're just plain old average, I mean that's like 45 wins.
How many
And
wins did they have last
nobody
year?
thought 45 wins.
How many wins did they have last year?
Well,
38
last year was
some
a
odd.
shortened year, but they only had like 26 or something.
Yeah, would have came out to like 35, I think, on a normal season, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
All right.
So yeah, I mean what he's done so far, and even NBA insiders are saying that trade, the Russell Westbrook for those 3
was
guys,
genius
was maybe the best trade in the last 20 years.
for them.
So, you know, you gotta give him his flowers if
We'll give him his
this keeps
flowers. I'm just not giving him executive of the year yet.
Okay. That's fair enough.
All right. Well, we'll see how it continues panning out. They're playing Charlotte right now as we speak. We will not let the Stoner know what's happening.
What's up?
These contractors, I'm sorry,
Oh,
these
yeah.
contractors are driving me crazy.
I could
gotta
tell the
run
whole
real quick.
time you had a look on your face like,
We'll let Stoner take
know it.
care of
Yeah, go
his
ahead, man.
contractors. When we come back, we've got a special guest from Carolina. You're not going to want to miss this when we return for the game. All right. As we wait for Stoner to come back from his deal here, let's go ahead and get ready for our guests to arrive. This is right. If you're not misreading that, we have Coach Rule from the Carolina Panthers.
he's
who will
actually
be
the head
joining
coach,
us.
actually, not
Head-
just from the Panthers. He's
Yeah,
the head coach.
Head
you guys.
coach
This is
from
nuts.
the Carolina Panthers. He is. We were told that he is was watching some film. He's getting prepping for the game, so
coming
he's
in hot.
He's coming in hot. Just waiting for him to come in there.
So Nathan, while we're getting ready for that,
yeah,
let's
we're
go ahead
gonna remove it. We'll wait for him to actually jump in the screen there, and Trev and I will vamp a little bit while we wait for Coach. We'll see Coach pop in here. Like I said, he's just prepping. Maybe a little prematurely popped him on screen there.
We got Cam Newton, bro. Cam Newton is back.
He screamed that at a very high pitch, saying that he is back. More than a few times, but I mentioned this on Monday's Day After Reckoning.
Yeah.
I am not worried about Cam Newton. I'm more worried about Christian McCaffrey as far as that's concerned. So we'll see. We'll see what Coach has to say.
Yeah, Coach has
that.
stepped in. Let's bring him in.
Coach looks like he's walking away.
No, he's coming in.
Coach says Coach gave us the roll, keep rolling talk, so we're gonna just keep rolling here.
Bring him in
as he preps. He just
bring him
told
in.
us to keep rolling.
That means bring him in.
There
he is.
Okay, there we go. Hey, Coach. All right.
Hey, Cam, pull my car up, would you? Pull my car up. Bring it on over here. Let's go.
Coach Rule, we're so happy to have you on Rep the District,
guys?
bro. We're talking to you today about our matchup against you guys on Sunday.
Who are you guys? Wait, who are you guys again? What am I? Who am I talking to? Who are we talking to?
This is Nathan Perry and Trevor Stores from Ref the District.
Ref the District. What do you guys do?
Sir.
What's going on? What is your deal?
We talk DC sports, and we actually want to ask you a few questions, Coach, because we know your time is money here. Cam Newton, is he starting?
I'm not going to give away all our secrets. Come on now. But it's trending that way. It's trending towards Cam being the starter, but we'll see. I love Cam.
So, what are you looking forward to on Sunday from Cam Newton? Do you think like more of a rushing attack, or depending on his arm more? How do you think it's going to play out?
Man, whatever the dude could give us. His arm, I mean, look, I saw the x-rays before we signed him. Not good. But hey, as long as he can give us a couple of throws here and there, good enough. Let's go.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Now Christian McCaffrey, you have him back in the lineup. what can Washington expect from Run CMC?
About 180 total all-purpose yards, maybe even a kick return for a touchdown, and probably two touchdowns total.
Oh, wow.
The kid's amazing. The kid's got it going on.
Is he healthy though, Coach? Last week he had a good performance, but is he healthy enough for 2 games in a row? Do you think?
Are you healthy? He's healthier than you. I can tell you. I'm looking at you. I can tell he's a lot healthier than you.
All right.
Yeah, he's healthy. He's healthy.
All right. Well, last question before we let you go, if that's okay.
Already?
Stephon Gilmore.
Okay.
Stephon Gilmore, you got it for the Patriots.
Stud.
He's had 3 picks in the last 3 games he's played for you guys. How did you pull that deal off?
Look, I'm Coach Rule, right? I'm Coach Matt Rule of Carolina Panthers, in case you didn't know that. I can make deals. Look at all the deals I've been making. I got Cam Newton. I got Stephon Gilmore. I couldn't keep who's that receiver that left?
Curtis Samuel.
I couldn't keep him, but you know what? We knew a little something was going on there with him. That's why we kind of let him go to Washington. But yeah. So I'm looking forward to this Sunday. I'm looking forward to seeing Coach Rivera. Glad he's not here anymore. A lot of the fans here are glad he's not here anymore as well. But so it's going to be a great reunion. Looking forward to it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Coach Rule.
Yeah,
appreciate your time.
You have anything else for him at all?
I would like to know, as far as what on Washington side of the ball are you really worried about as far as, from Washington, from the play?
We're not worried about anything in Washington. Have you seen the film? We're not worried about anything.
I think 93's put up some good film, Coach.
John
and your offensive
nasty.
line doesn't look that great, so I think you might be worried about that.
For his life.
Okay, you keep thinking that. We're going to win this Sunday. We're going to put a pound in. We're going to keep pounding. We're going to keep pounding. And we're going to beat these guys, these Washington foot. They don't even have a name. I don't even know what to call them. WFT.
Do you have a score? Do you have a score prediction for us, Coach?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Probably about 42-10. We'll take care of them. We'll take care of Washington. Come on. They're pretenders. We're the real deal. We've had a little struggle in our quarterback situation, but we got Cam. You see my name? You see my name down there? What does that say?
That's your social media handle.
I heart Cam. I love that kid.
I heart Cam. All right.
I love that kid. All right, I gotta go, fellas.
Yeah, we know you got.
We appreciate you coming in, Coach.
All right, boy. What is it? What's the name of your show again?
Ref the District.
Ref the District. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'll hit you guys up later. Okay.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you, Coach. Wow, that guy he's energetic, isn't he?
He was something. He's a very confident coach. Normally you get that coach speak and they talk up the opponents. He wasn't doing any of that this time.
He is feeling himself tonight.
He was really confident in the ability for Carolina.
You know what, bro? I can't believe Stoner had to go deal with those.
Yeah, had to miss those contractors.
He's gonna be upset when he gets back. You know that, right?
He might be a little upset. So we'll have to talk to him. Are there things that you are worried about? We talked about this a little bit before Coach came on, but the CMC, right? Christian McCaffrey. Obviously the big talk is going to be about Cam Newton being back. Yeah. Cam Newton's likely going to get the start. What are some things that worry you about this game?
You said it, Christian McCaffrey. He looked good last week. I mean, he's had all kinds of injuries. He's pretty much his whole NFL career, but he looks like he's getting back to himself last week. I mentioned it to Coach Rule. Stephon Gilmore, man, he's no slouch. He's probably one of the best cornerbacks in the league. He's been with the Panthers this is his 4th game now. He's had picks in the last 3 games he's played in. So, and Taylor Heineke is careless with the ball a little bit, and we can't stop
turn it over this last week against
No,
the
he
Bucs.
did not. But he wasn't playing Stephon Gilmore and them boys. But I don't know. I'm just worried about those two mainly: Christian McCaffrey on the offense and Stephon Gilmore on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, the defensive side for Carolina is absolutely where I think that it's going to be a problem. I think this is going to be one of those low scoring games. I don't think that's going to be an offensive, output. I do think Christian McCaffrey is going to be a problem more so than Cam Newton. Yes. I do think though that this defense of Carolina is going to give Washington fits. And so it's going to be, I hope to see some more long drives where they can put something together. But I just, Carolina's defense has been, outstanding this year. So really it'll come down to which offense can put together something, whether or not it's even just one explosive play. And this is what worries me is Washington has been prone to give away an explosive play from time to time. So while I do think that they can contain Cam Newton and can mostly bottle up Christian McCaffrey, I do think that they're prone to allowing something.
Hey, did I miss Coach Rule?
You're in his window.
You got his window though.
You got his window though. You jumped in his window.
The name.
You gotta change your banner back. You gotta change your.
I forgot to change that. Wait. All right, let me change that. Shoot,
you jumped in the wrong window, so just change that one.
Okay, I don't even know if I know how. Edit name. There we go. All right, let me fix that part. I forgot to fix that.
So, how's your studio? Sounds a lot better though, because you sound a little choppy at first. So, yeah man, he was super energetic. You're gonna have to go back and rewatch the show when this is over to take a look at Coach Rule, because that man is super confident, bro.
Oh yeah, I bet he is.
How confident are you going into this game, Stoner?
All right, so getting back to the real deal, right? How confident
chewing gum?
You still got gum?
Still chewing gum.
I mean, you don't have to.
Still has gum. So confidence level for real though.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's hard with everything. You can look at it in two ways. You can look at one side and look at the other. Is this right? Is this the outlier? Right? Is this they've played all these games and then all of a sudden they put it all together and they had a great game.
Okay.
Are we going to see the first 7 games, or are we going to see the team that showed up for this 8th game?
Oh, gotcha.
Or is it that it's been trending this way for the last few weeks, especially defensively? It's been trending in the right direction, and maybe it's going to continue that trend. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. That place in Carolina is going to be lit.
Rocking. Yeah,
it is going to be lit.
Yeah.
Because you've got obviously
2 homecomings.
You got the homecomings.
2 homecomings. Yeah.
The Cam's bigger, way bigger than Ron Rivera down
there.
Oh,
for sure. Yeah.
And he's coming back home for his first game at home. But you also can't overlook that used to be Redskins country, right? Before Carolina was actually a team. Everybody down there were Redskins fans because that was their closest team, right? So you have a lot of leftovers from that.
I like
fans that were fans during the glory years, right? That are still down there.
Okay.
So there's going to be a very large contingent of Washington fans. I can
there we
promise
go.
you that.
We get to invade somebody else's stadium for once.
You
bro.
saw in Atlanta. There was a good chunk of fans in Atlanta. It depends on certain places, but yeah. So I think,
how are you looking at it?
It's going to be fire. I know that.
So how are you looking at it? You said you're looking at 2 sides. Which side are you looking at?
Gosh, I wish Christian McCaffrey was hurt because that.
Oh, come on!
Well, you know,
not playing.
No, I didn't say.
Playing. You wish he was not playing.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean like he was injured or whatever.
Man.
Sorry.
What the hell does hurt mean? In football terms.
I wish he was not playing. I wish he was not.
Sad, crying puddles.
Because he's a difference maker. He's a guy who can absolutely take over a game.
When he's
but
healthy.
Again, look at the other side. Let their stud get his, stop everybody else. That's kind of the game plan in the NBA, right? Let LeBron get his, stop all the other guys if you can. So if they can allow him to do what he does, but don't give Cam any big plays, don't let Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore.
Oh, if we let Robbie Anderson be an actual real receiver, I'm going to throw my TV out the window. I mean, he is when he has a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Which is never, so that makes him look like a bad receiver.
I don't think Cam has what it takes to consistently lead the team down the field on 15, 20-yard throws. I don't think he has that ability. But if he comes out there and they beat us like 42-10, which I think is what Coach Rule predicted.
That's what Coach Rule said. Yeah.
This town is going to tear this place apart because it's all going to be, why didn't we sign Cam when we had the chance?
Literally, bro. Literally.
But hopefully,
if Cam throws, 13 for 27, 175 yards, rushes for 50 yards, and so not really a factor is what I'm saying, right? Not really a factor, but Carolina still wins. People will still say that they should have signed Cam Newton
because he led them.
Because Cam Newton was the quarterback and Carolina won. It will have nothing to do with Cam Newton's ability to win games. It'll have everything to do with the fact that he was on the winning side of the ball. And it goes back to what we talked about as far as the season, right? They were 2-6. People were mad as all get out because they had high expectations going to the season, and that frustration has just boiled over. Well, now they're coming off of a big victory against the defending Super Bowl champions, where realistically, not many people gave him a chance. I know Trevor, bet on them.
Yeah, don't put me in that group.
Nationally,
watch your mouth, boy.
Nationally, they were put down, and not many people picked them. Right? They won that game in a dominant fashion as the underdogs. Can they put this together consistently?
Yeah.
Carolina's not been consistent either. They started off 3-0. Sam Darnold looked like an actual legit quarterback. Now he's out. They had to sign Cam Newton because they really, they don't really have, a good quarterback situation either. Cam Newton had been sitting for a long time. New England cut him all the way back before the first game of the season. So he's been sitting there.
He's been working every day.
8 weeks. I'm not saying he's not been working. Obviously, he looked good against Arizona. I'm not.
4 snaps.
He looked good. 4 snaps, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
So the guy looked good.
Yeah.
Now he's going to get all the snaps. I don't think he's going to look that good against Washington. Carolina's offensive line is not good.
Well, neither is our defensive line right now.
Our defensive line pushes from the interior, and it looks pretty good. And
Jonathan Allen pushes from the interior.
Deron Payne looks.
He ain't showed up.
Deron Payne's above average.
Really. Matt
Ioannidis is above average.
No-show, really. Tim Settle's been a no-show, really. Think about it.
John Allen's an all-pro, and
he's the only one. Yeah, he's the only one.
Name me who's next to Aaron Donald. By the way, tell me who plays next to Aaron Donald.
Yeah,
Are you telling me that
John Allen is not Aaron Donald? Let's not get that twisted. But
but the point is that you don't even know who's playing next to him.
But my point is, we don't have Chase Young on that line anymore that they have to prep for. We don't have Montez Sweat. Now they just have to prep for Jonathan Allen, and everybody else. They're like, okay, well, who the heck are these guys? We just promoted Daniel Wise, Rumatini's up there now. Smith Williams, he's a beast.
Hype, man.
I am hyped, but I'm being realistic, bro. Like,
we have
is John Allen now. Let's just be honest. That's all we have on the defensive line right now.
You picked Washington to beat Tampa, and now you're going to be down on them.
I'm still picking us to win, but I'm just saying what it is. Our defensive line is not as scary as what we keep saying it is. Jonathan Allen
on the interior,
that's it. Just Jonathan out. Take Jonathan Allen out. Let's see how interior it is after that.
Okay, well, we're not taking him out, so you don't have to try.
Let's don't pull a stoner.
I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping
it real. Don't pull a stoner here. No,
I said take him out. I didn't say.
Hey, take him out has different connotations there, so let's not.
Let's not get too crazy here. Let's pull him out of the game and see what happens.
Shout out real quick to Big Doug, who's in the chat.
Big
Patrick
Doug.
West, EP in the house as well.
Oh gosh.
Yep.
All those joining us here on YouTube. You can always join us as well. Let us know your thoughts on this game against Carolina. Now, I mentioned the offensive line for Carolina is not that good. Offensive line for Washington has been pretty darn good.
Yeah, they have.
And Sheriff is back in the lineup. Cosme with his ankle has been seeing more practice time.
Yep, he practiced today.
Good.
Sadiq Charles is back off the COVID list.
Yeah,
I don't want to see him at tackle.
Yeah, you don't want to see him at all.
But you can. But the offensive line, if they can keep the pocket clear for Heineke, again, I mentioned this Carolina defense is pretty good. I think that get that push, keep pounding, as Carolina Panthers fans like to say.
I see what you did there.
I think that Washington has a legit chance to keep the momentum from this last game against the Buccaneers.
Unless we get Taylor Heineke syndrome, he gets a big old head and goes out there and tries to force things because he had a great game last week and he causes us the game, like stupid throws and stupid slides.
Yeah, but maybe he had, like I said, maybe he has, just like the rest of the team has kind of progressed towards this point, and maybe he's gotten that kind of out of his system. He's getting a little bit more comfortable.
Big old reunion, bro. Curtis Samuel.
Terry McLaurin has he says reunion week. He was like, it's reunion week because everybody's coming back.
Taylor Heineke, Ron Rivera, half our staff, half our front office.
Curtis Samuel.
But this is literally set up for a storybook kind of game for Carolina. Teams.
It is.
Cam, so we have to win to ruin that fairy tale storybook that everybody in the world, except for Washington football fans, are hoping to see. Is Cam Newton beats Ron Rivera and shows them that he should have signed him when he was on the street. And he can win without him and blah, blah, blah. First game back, first trip to Carolina since he's been fired. There's so many stories in this one game Sunday that could all not go our way. So
Coach did have some high praise for him today when asked, although he did call him a sore loser. Context,
he wants to win.
Yeah, context was because he wants to win. Still called him a sore loser.
Nah, dog.
Probably should have shied away from phrasing it that way.
I think this is the game that Ron wants the most on the entire schedule.
Sure.
Absolutely.
He absolutely does.
And even more so now that Cam is in town. Before Cam was in town, I think he was like, okay, it's definitely circled. Now that junk is circled, Sharpied. There's fireworks shooting from it.
Yeah.
He's ready.
You got to think this was a game last year that they had as well.
Yeah. But it wasn't the same. They came to our house, right?
Well, this was a game where Washington was in the playoff hunt.
Yeah.
Washington was had won against the Steelers, trying to turn things around.
Yeah.
Beat Dallas, looked like they were gonna, looked like a team that was going to start winning games, and then lays a duck against Carolina.
And that was the last time we saw Curtis Samuel actually play a football game healthy too, wasn't it? Think about it.
Yeah, probably.
That we saw.
Unless you were watching Carolina's last couple games of the season.
Yeah.
And he ran all over us.
Yeah, he was really good.
He was effective. He was effective.
Really good. It was
really good. Reason why I think they signed him. One of the reasons why I think they signed him. What are the ways Washington loses this game?
Taylor Heineke throws two or more interceptions.
Well, I think
you mentioned the Heineke aspect of Heineke
turnovers,
trying to play a hero ball and failing. So what ways do you think, Stoner?
Well, here's the problem, is that the Carolina defense is the number 2 defense in the entire NFL. They're number 2 in yards per game. They have got a fantastic defense. And we don't have, and our offense, I think, is ranked like 24th. Not good, right? So how are we going to score on them? We're going to have to figure out different ways to score and not just try and sit there and pump the ball downfield or whatever. You got to do, it's impossible. You got to do those drives like you had at the end of the game against Tampa. You got to have those long, sustained drives where you're going to keep Cam off the field, keep McCaffrey off the field, keep Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore. They've got a prolific offense.
Moore's good. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they've got an offense if they can get a quarterback who can get them the ball. But they have ways of getting it to McCaffrey, 10 catches, 15 rushes. That's going to be a trouble.
Yep.
So I think the only way is to simply keep the ball out of their hands. That's kind of how you win at football, period, is to keep the other team from having their stars
score more points than your
score.
opponent. There
Right.
you go.
Yeah. Take what the defense gives you, too.
But that's not going to be
Oh,
easy because they have a fantastic defense. And by the way, Washington's rush defense is like 4th in the league.
I was going to say, we're pretty good against the run.
We're very good against the run. So,
But we haven't played Christian McCaffrey yet.
Yeah, but last week,
not a whole lot of players.
when Leonard
against Albert.
Fournette caught those balls, and he caught like 7 or 8 of them.
But he's also
bam,
Leonard Fournette.
we were
he's
on
old.
Swarmed. Yeah,
He's also
he's
old.
still
He's not shifty
dynamic.
like
He's
CMC.
still,
No,
yeah,
you're right. You're right.
Again, run CMC is different. Patrick West says we need to run a lot. I agree. I think that this is another game where I just hope that they just dial it up. Run Gibson, run
10 or more
Patterson.
play drives for sure, unless you can catch
if you
him
can do that.
catch him sleeping one time and throw a bomb or whatever.
I know did you see the Heineke stats this week where people are pumping up where he's he has like the most passes of 20 yards or more,
he does. He
like
has, like,
7 touchdowns and stuff.
Yeah.
Mama Perry coming in with a score prediction already, 28 to 24 Washington.
She's not even waiting for our analysis to finish.
No,
She's
she heard Coach Rule was in here earlier, and she's just like, I don't like that guy. That guy is something else.
That's a good answer.
He was something else. But yeah, what was also interesting, we didn't really get to talk about this too much, but there was an article by Hogs Haven, I think, where they broke down
Shout out to Hogs Haven.
that last drive.
Yeah.
And they didn't go like play by play, but they talked about they had 4 third downs. And every third down that they converted, which was 3 of them, they converted by 1 yard. So if it was like 3rd and 4, they got 5. When it was 3rd and 2, they got 3. They had just enough. The only one they didn't convert was the one right at the very end where they went for it on 4th down and scored. So that almost didn't matter. But it was so methodical the way they did it in moving down the field, and they had those short passes and they had big plays and
weren't they majority out of shotgun too?
A lot of that was out of shotgun. A lot of those runs were even out of shotgun.
Yeah. So that's what they got to do. I think that's just what they have to do. They have to control they have to convert third downs. They've got to make those plays that they usually don't make, which was the Adam Humphries dive.
Yeah, that was nice.
Taylor Heineke falling back and throwing a perfect pass to Gibson on 3rd down.
Terry McLaurin getting rocked and catching the ball.
I mean,
did you guys see
they got to play almost perfect, I think.
The Monday night game, I think the Niners took a page out of our book because their scoring drive was 19 plays in 11 minutes.
Really?
It was the Washington had the longest drive of the season for all of 24 hours.
I did not know that.
The Rams had the ball first, threw a pick on like the 7, and they went 19 plays, 93 yards, 11 minutes, and scored 7-0.
Kyle Shanahan really hates Washington so much. So much that he's just like, nope. I'm gonna outdo them.
And he claimed it as his idea too. What a jerk.
And you know what? We didn't talk about this. I think we need to talk about this real quick before we move on to the end.
Let's do this.
That Jay Gruden had that podcast with Kevin Sheehan from 980. I think Kevin Sheehan's on 980.
Yep.
And he talked about that they had a trade lined up.
Yes.
Kirk Cousins to San Fran for 2 1s.
Yep.
Maybe 2 2s. He said he wasn't sure if it was 2 2s.
Yeah,
but
so it wasn't lined up. He said they could have, potentially could have. It wasn't like there was a deal,
I think it was
on paper.
Okay,
all you had to do was signed it. It was just like it was possible that they could have talked up.
Okay, that's close enough.
They just being really, really.
That's hypothetical.
But
it's hypothetical.
No, because you went to the owner with it. If you go to the owner with the trade proposal. That means it could happen. So anyway, and then they take it to the owner, and Dan and Bruce
were like, "What?"
Said no.
Nah,
so we're not doing it because we're not helping Kyle Shanahan. We're not helping.
We don't mess with the Shanahan again and again.
Can you believe that?
Yes,
I think
can.
We had heard rumblings of that at the time, but it wasn't anything confirmed.
Do you know who our organization
there was
is?
Some of that.
Do you know who our organization is in the front office?
Insane.
So
That's
I
like
think
a chocolate chip
botched
and the
that
whole
Kirk
cookie
Cousins-
of insane men. That's all that is.
it's Washington. It's
just one measly chocolate chip
It's not
out of a whole
Washington.
cookie. You said Dan.
Yes, it's
Dan.
Washington. It's okay.
Who's he represent?
Ron Rivera would
The
do
last,
that
the
right
last,
now.
like this.
the
You
last
gotta
2
sound like Cam
decades.
Newton now.
The last 2 decades. That's
I'm
Washington.
back.
That was really
That was
good.
actually really that was
really
on
good.
point.
I mean,
That was
did
on
y'all
point.
see it? I mean, of course you saw it, but like, come on, bro. He could have been
Right.
like, "I'm back. I'm
You're
back."
6'5",
But he was like,
240.
I'm back.
That was really good.
Cam, I hope you're watching this too, bro.
I thought it was just me. I was. when
No,
I
it
saw
No,
wasn't.
it was it was
I-
it was a little high pitched. It was a little high pitched, but we won't be talking this mad stuff if he scores
he
on
runs all over
Washington.
No, but if we do, that's what we're gonna say.
Oh
We
yeah,
should- we should scream.
we
Are you
we,
still
we will have some
Yeah.
we'll have some fun with that come Sunday.
He's gonna be back.
You'll find out our score predictions when we come back for the cool down. We'll also have Dalla
Oh,
Dalla.
man.
We'll be talking caps
love
and
it.
spirits as well right here. Stick with us here on Ref the District. We're
I
back.
knew it. I knew it. I was gonna say that, but I'm so glad.
I was looking at you, Trev. I was looking at the little window down there. It's like, is he ready to do it? I didn't know if he was going to do it, so I was like, I'm going to do it. We're going to do it. All right, this is the cool down. Let's go ahead and finish up this Washington football talk, and then we'll hit up the caps and the spirits right before we end our show.
All
Of
right.
course, this first thing that we're going to be doing is one of our favorite things to do. Let's see here. Let's get the banner up here. It's the Dalla Dalla.
Yeah.
So if you're new for the Ref the District,
Oh God.
these are prop bets that the guys like to make. It's not real money. It's Dalla. So Trevor's really happy that it's not real money because right now on the
I'm
season
broke.
he's down a little bit.
Down.
The guys
Wow,
like to
no.
make fun of me that I don't make
Excuse me,
real
I'm so
bets.
sorry. Yeah, you
Yeah,
need to.
so let's go.
Starting tonight.
Nathan, you have to make 3 right off the top. Or
Three
else we're not-
bets. Okay,
Yep,
so
we're not
I
doing
have
any
to make
others.
3 bets. You guys
Yeah.
actually have to accept the bets
Yeah.
that I make.
Well,
Depends on what
sure.
they are, right?
No, this is
He's gonna be
this is the
like
thing,
Taylor
is that
Heineke over 62 yards passing.
my-
Well,
Right?
No.
Yeah,
I
right.
did 300 one time and you guys didn't take it.
Oh.
You're right.
The
All right, go ahead, Nathan. Lead it off, son.
I will say, man, I don't have any good bets that I think you guys are going to take. I think you guys are going to laugh at all my bets and not want to take them.
Well, that's me.
Oh, no, did you get some?
I will say that Samus Reyes catches
Oh my
his
gosh.
first
Hell no, I'm not
pass.
doing that. He ain't nah. You had me gone at Samus. I'm not taking.
catches his
Well,
first
he's
NFL
gonna-
pass. That's it.
He's going to be tight end too, right?
Why? You don't think Logan's gonna play?
No, I don't think so. That's just me, but I mean, we still have a couple of days, but was he even out there today?
Yes, he was on the side field.
He was on the good old side field. We call that.
But they didn't
Curtis
even
Samuel
see. They
Field.
didn't even. They weren't even.
He's-
Curtis Samuel wasn't even there today, and neither
Wow.
was.
Neither
Somebody else was not there.
Yeah, you're right. There was somebody else who wasn't even there. Was it St. Juiced with his concussion?
St. Juice is still working back from his concussion.
Maybe
So
he
Yeah.
wasn't
guys,
there,
Dalla
yeah.
Dalla.
Oh, it was Ricky Seals Jones, wasn't there?
Ricky Seals Jones
Yes,
wasn't there
yes.
from his hip.
Yeah.
Sorry. So Samus Reyes is the first NFL touchdown.
No, I didn't say touchdown. Stop trying to upgrade this. I said catch.
Reyes, one
I'm-
catch.
One catch.
Is that, so when I say I'm taking it, means I'm going against it. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yes.
Correct.
I'm taking that.
All right.
If he catches the way he blocks, he ain't catching anything.
That first man, he whiffed on that first one. I was a
whiff.
little embarrassed that I've been hyping my man up for a while, man.
I
That
mean,
was
again.
I'm telling y'all, as soon as they put him on the screen, I was like, please do not let this man in the game right now. We need to win this game.
Well, he
It's not
has been-
experimental.
He has
He's-
been on special teams at least
yeah. He's
throughout
been
the
on
year,
special
right?
teams. He's been on.
So he has
special
been like
teams.
blocking. it's
He's
not
been
like
on
he went
special
out
teams the
there.
last few games where Logan Thomas has been out. When
Bro,
Logan Thomas is
there's a
healthy,
difference.
he's not been suited up.
Stoner, There's a difference running down and then turning around.
Yeah. No, I'm just talking about blocking.
He
Yeah,
looked
for sure.
good. The 3 other snaps, he didn't look bad. That first snap, though, he looked as bad as Tim Tebow did when he whiffed. I mean, he just straight up whiffed that block.
And it's crazy because he's jacked, so he shouldn't be whiffing like that. Like,
well, it's a timing thing.
It's technique and timing.
Yeah, he's a
I
rookie.
mean, could The Rock go out there and just start blocking people?
Yeah, he used to play football for the Miami Hurricanes.
Defensive tackle.
Goldberg too. We're getting way off topic here, but let's go. Dollar. What's your?
Stoner? Did you take that?
I did. I thought about it. I didn't want to go with Trev, but I took it because
Amos Reyes, bro. You're gonna really?
Yeah. And remember in the preseason when they would throw to him and he would just bobble it all over the place?
So why don't you go with me then?
I am. I'm going with you. I'm going
with
it,
baby.
I just didn't want to, is what I'm saying.
High five.
But I did. High five. All right. Nathan.
I got 2 more, right? That I have to get in before you guys start going here. Antonio Gibson.
Okay.
30 touches.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll take that bet. Did he even have 30 last week?
I wanted to do 25.
That was a good number.
I wanted to do 25, but I didn't think you guys would take me at 25.
Trev? He didn't even have 30 last week, and he had
a
big workload. It was probably his biggest workload of the year, and he didn't even hit 30. So, yeah. So, I'm taking that bet. Stoner's on that.
I'm going to take it, too.
Yeah? Yeah. This is going to suck for me this week. I'm going to lose all my money this week.
Hey, man. I'm just telling you.
All right, Nathan, one more.
All right. Antonio Gibson, for the record, 24 carries last week.
Okay.
And
two catches?
2 catches.
So 26.
You said 30 carries?
So I said 30
touches.
30 touches.
Oh, 30 touches?
Yeah. That might change. He only had 2 catches last week.
So 26.
That's 26 touches
26
total, bro.
He's got to do more this week. And they had the lead pretty much. They had the lead the entire game.
Nah, I might. 30 touches.
I suggest you switch.
Just so
that's for your own benefit, not for my benefit.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Advice.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at. He's not getting 30 because JD going.
He's probably 25 was safe. 30 was not, but I didn't think you guys would take me at 25.
Yeah, I'm not taking you.
I would have taken him at 25 too.
All right, last one.
All right, last one, Nathan.
I want to do something with Taylor Heineke, but
so do it.
Taylor Heineke rushes for
that's a good one.
35 or more.
35 plus?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not taking that.
You're with him?
Yeah.
He only ran for 15 last week.
I know, but I think this week is different. Trev is deep in thought.
This is a for real good one.
What did you say? 35 yards rushing?
I wanted to go lower.
Can I ask you a question real quick, seriously?
Yeah, of course.
What's their defensive rank against the run?
Against the
Carolina's
run,
good.
It's very good. I'm going to tell you right now. Against the run, they are against the run, they're not as good. They're a better pass defense. So against the run, they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're 12th.
How many yards a game you said?
116.
Carolina.
So if Gibby gets like 70.
I got 107 here, but either way.
McKissick gets like 20-ish. That's 90.
that's how you're figuring it out.
35. Yo, can I come back to that? That's actually this is the toughest bet you've ever thrown my way.
Gotta go now.
Sorry, rushing. They're maybe I had it right in the first place. I got him at 107. Can I ask
you one more question? Is it possible to find out quarterbacks rushing yards against them this year?
Yeah,
that one would have to
happening.
be. That's a
Get
deep
Ari
dive.
Mayweather over here. Get PFF real quick. Tap in.
That's a deep dive.
Go call
I'm gonna
Ari.
go. You're going with him, Stoner? You saying he does get 35 plus?
Yeah, he's.
I'm taking it. I don't think it happens. I think
Okay.
it's like 27.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm not gonna kill you.
All right, so I'm going with Nathan here.
That
So
was Nathan. That was for real, Stoner. That was one of his best bets ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Taylor.
I would have said like 60.
Yeah, well, there's a reason why I'm winning and you guys are
That's
not.
true.
Yeah, 15
right.
last year. All right.
Trev, you got any? Well,
Yeah,
let's put Mama Perry's in there. Does anybody want to go against that?
I'm not sure what 3 touchdowns for what. Mama Perry's got to clarify.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm pretty sure she's saying 3.
We gotta send her a set of the rules so she can read over them.
There's not many rules to this. It's not right. It's not many rules to this.
I'll write them. I know because I hear you.
We do welcome fan bets, so you can always write yours in. If you listen to this on the audio platform, by all means, tweet at us at Ref the District with your dollar bets.
Yeah,
we'd love to hear those.
All right, here we go. Taylor Heineke throws 2 interceptions.
Wow. Trev
Gilmore.
Heineke.
You say 2 Gilmore?
2.
No, just nice try. Just 2 total. Not total.
You like to be total. Specific.
Yes, I do.
2 total. He was doing like Danny Johnson interceptions and.
I have more. I got 2 more coming. But yeah, he throws 2 picks.
I don't think he does. I think he's kind of not figured it out, but I think he
almost
more
threw
careful.
2 in the last game.
I don't think he throws 2 picks either. I'm going to take this one. I don't think he throws 2 picks.
He almost threw 2 last week.
He did not almost throw 2.
Jordan Whitehead tipped it. It fell in DeAndre Carter's hands.
He had 2 turnover-worthy plays, according to Pro Football Focus. And my mom goes with 3 touchdowns for Washington.
All right, we'll do it.
You're going to take that one?
Yeah, I'm taking it too.
Yeah, we'll score 3 touchdowns.
Oh, no. Oh, you're going with her?
Yeah, I'm going with her.
Oh. Cool. I'm going against that. I don't think they score.
Taylor throws 1 and Gibby runs 2 at least.
What do we got
Taylor
here?
Ain't throwing 2.
Trev. WFT.
This is a 1 touchdown, 2 interception type game for Taylor Heineke, and we
3
still win.
Offensive touchdowns or just touchdowns?
3 touchdowns. Okay. That's all it is. 3 touchdowns.
I'm going against it. Nathan, you want any of that?
I don't want any of that.
Any of it? You don't want either side?
I'm not even.
Give me all 3. Right. I'll go with you, Mama Perry. I got you.
All right. What's next? Trev, you said you got another one or no?
Yeah, I do. Stephon Gilmore gets 1 of those interceptions.
Oops. I always put the guy's name first. All right. So Trev says Gilmore.
He gets a pick.
INT.
I'm gonna take this one just because I think the odds are in my favor that Gilmore doesn't get
I'm taking it.
He's had a pick the last 3 games he's played in.
Exactly. Okay. Picks are still rare.
Yep. Go with the odds against it.
Trevon Diggs.
Yeah. Well, that guy, I loved what someone called him the 30 for 30 guy. Why is his name escaping me from the
Barry Bonds?
No.
Barry Bonds?
No. 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions.
Jameis Winston.
It's called them the Jameis Winstons of cornerbacks. He either
Barry
intercepts.
Bonds?
He either
he said 30.
The
guy who steals 30 bases and hits 30 home runs.
Yeah.
That used to be a thing.
Anyways, but Diggs either intercepts the ball or he gets burnt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like Kendall Fuller, so whatever.
All right. Both Nathan and I took that one.
You took that one? Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
You got to.
Here's my third one. You ready? Here's my third one. You ready?
You got another one? 1, 2, 3. I guess
Nathan did 3.
Yeah,
he's on fire.
As many as he got.
Cam Newton throws for a touchdown and runs for a touchdown.
I'll take that. I don't think Cam Newton's going to be the one to beat us.
I ain't saying he's going to beat us. He's going to score a touchdown through the air and run 1 in. He did that last week. Think about it.
4 touches too.
And they were both under 5 yards. Come on, Stoner.
Yeah,
you know it smells like it.
I'm taking the bet.
He's at home, homecoming.
He's not getting.
He's not going to throw for 1 touchdown and also run 1 in. Are you serious? You don't think that's going to happen? Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding you. All
Coach Rule would have taken.
Yeah, Coach Rule would take it.
All right, let's get yours in because we're coming up to an hour already.
All right, Joey Sly
We ain't doing
has at
nothing
least
else.
one missed kick.
No, I'm not with you on that.
You're not with me? Are you against me?
I'm
What?
against you. I'm taking that. He's gonna make everything again.
Okay.
I hate that
Come
we're
on,
so
Nathan.
far out that I can't tell the weather.
It's gonna be nice.
Windy. Is it gonna be
It's
nice?
gonna be nice. Yeah. It's in Charlotte.
Do I, for our listeners right now, do I go with Trev on this one? It's always a dangerous proposition. If I
I'm
go,
the only one who picked the winning team last week, and y'all up here talking about do you want to go with me or not?
but here's the thing,
Look at
Trev.
Stoner's
If I go with Stoner on this, and
Right.
you're right, you actually you get closer to us.
Go with
Yeah.
Stoner.
I am going to go with Stoner. I think there's at least one miss today. This
All right.
Sunday.
All right. Here's my next one. I'm going to say that James Smith-Williams
Records a sack.
1.5 sacks.
1.5?
I'm
One
taking
and a
that.
half.
1.5?
I'm
I should have
taking
stuck
that.
with one, huh?
If you would have done one, I wouldn't have
Crazy. I'm taking that
taken
too,
it.
dog.
1.5.
Who's gonna help him?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Shakatoni.
Oh, you need to stop that.
So you're both taking that? All right. Trev
Yeah.
and Nathan.
Taking that
All
out
right.
the trash where it belongs. That's a trash.
Last
bag.
one
Okay.
from me.
This better be good.
CFC.
Who the heck is CFC?
CMC. Sorry.
Combined federal
I
campaign.
really wish I should've-
We are
that
coming
deserved
up
the
on
hell.
the season
Who
to
the
give
hell
for
is CFC?
federal employees.
CMC.
Yeah.
140 all-purpose yards at
I'll
least.
take
I'm
that.
with you.
I'll take that. You think he's going to get 140 all-purpose yards?
Yeah.
No, I'm
That's
taking
70
that.
receiving and 70 rushing
I'm
easily.
taking it.
All right. And Nathan is taking
How many
the
did he have
bet.
last week?
Trev's with me. 170
I
something.
don't care what he had
Yeah.
last week. He wasn't playing against Washington last week. He's playing against Washington this week. Mama Perry with Washington interception at least once.
He just put me in my place right there. Did you see that? I don't
I-
care who we play.
If anyone wants to take that bet, I'm with Mama Perry on that.
Washington interception at least once.
Yeah, at least one INT.
Did we throw one or we get one?
No,
What do you-
defensively.
that we get a defensive interception off of.
Yeah, I'm with her on that one.
I also agree. I think they probably
Yeah,
intercept
okay.
Cam.
So nothing on that one.
No action on that
All right.
one.
Or
let's give
PJ
me
Walker. You never
scores.
know.
Yeah.
We've got Mama Perry.
Mama Perry at 28-24. If you want to put in your score for bragging rights, put it down here in the comment section, either on Facebook, YouTube,
I got
or
another one.
Twitch.
If we beat Carolina, we make a trade. Kyle Allen for PJ Walker for backup.
When?
in
In the off season? Because the trade deadline's
Jinx!
gone.
It can happen somehow.
All right.
I'll take
Trevor.
that bet.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, now he wants to.
Stoner.
I was like, that's a
Damn
long
I was
term
like
bet.
kidding.
All right.
All right, score predictions.
Score
Score
predictions. 20 to
One last.
16. Washington.
That a baby, Nathan.
All right, Trevor. Damn it. I know he's picking Washington, and I can't have
can't
everybody picking Washington. So I'm
What?
going to
You
have
can
to go
next.
against
You
it.
can go
You
next.
can do that.
All right.
You go next. You go next.
All right, I'll go next. I am going to pick Washington, and I'm going to pick at what did you say? 20. God, that's a really good. That's
It's
about
a
what
great
I was
score.
thinking.
It's a great score.
I'm going to say 19-17.
That's another good score. For the record, both teams scoring on the scoring front allow about 20 points a game.
Right. 19 because Sly misses an extra point, which is
Or they kneel down again.
yeah. I guess that could be possible. All right, Trev.
27-20 Washington.
We're definitely losing. Not because of you,
said-
Trev. I'm just saying because everybody picked Washington.
Because it hinges on the fact that the three hosts of Ref the District. have
Well, what
all
you want me to
picked
do? Pick
Correct.
Carolina? I would never
What
do
was
I
your
that.
want
score,
you to
Trev?
pitch-
What was the score?
27-20.
Yeah, 27-20.
All right.
We're going to score 3 touchdowns and kick 2 field goals.
We all think it's going to be a fairly low scoring. We all picking the under because I think the number is like 47 or 48 or something like that.
Oh,
I think it's
look
pretty
at
low.
that. And my
Low
score
game.
prediction equals 47.
Yeah. So,
Telling you.
all right, looking forward to it. That's for sure. I'm looking forward to
We're
this
gonna win.
game. It is being televised in our area, Nathan. Just so you know that we are getting that game, so that's good.
Fox.
Can't
probably,
wait till
right?
they start winning, and that expands the
Yeah.
bubble a little bit because I'm like right at the bubble.
Yeah.
You're not.
No, I'm
You're-
right
you're-
at the bubble.
You're not at the bubble. You're in Dundalk. You're in Baltimore County. Like that.
I'm in Virginia. I get them all.
You're gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna get the game. I'm on a bubble where I'm like at the line where they can show the game if they want, but they don't because I'm
But
close
wait a
enough
minute.
to.
We're in
What?
the same bubble or whatever. We're in the same grouping because we both get Baltimore
These fools
stations.
don't even know where they
We-
live.
We do. Annapolis,
Well,
where
here
I
they
live,
go.
Annapolis.
They have no idea
There's
where
a
the hell they
line.
live.
You are north of Baltimore. You are not in the same bubble.
They try to tell each other where each other lives. Can y'all hear that?
I'm telling you, we are in the
I'm in
same
Virginia,
viewing
everybody.
area.
And I can see the
Currently,
game every
yes.
Sunday. Y'all just come on
We're-
down to Virginia.
We're in the same viewing area. What is your Fox channel?
Let's move on.
Listen to this, y'all. No, he wants to
Let's-
tell us right
let's
now.
move
What's your
on.
Fox channel?
I don't even know what mine is. So
Fox
let's
5
move on.
DC.
Caps. Caps.
Go
have
Caps,
been
go.
playing well. You had a little nugget
gonna
there
say,
for us, Stone.
Yeah.
I lost.
At the
I
Can you
left-
elaborate
beginning,
on that?
you had some replacements that are playing for the Capitals who
Yeah.
again cannot win in overtime.
0-5 in overtime.
What's going on with that?
I don't know. It's fluky. It's very fluky. I mean, overtime in the regular season is fluky to begin with because it's 3-on-3. It would literally be like in the NBA. You
Yeah.
play that whole game, you get to overtime, and then you play 3-on-3 ball.
That's
That's what it is. They go from 5-on-5 to
Why do they do
3-on-3.
That's not cool. Why?
3-on-3 golden goal. Yeah,
Just because
it's weird.
they don't want they want a little bit
long
more
overtime?
excitement and
don't
and they
want a
don't
long
necessarily
overtime.
want it to go forever.
yeah, it's long.
But it's only 5
season.
minutes too.
Yeah, we don't want a
it's
Pittsburgh
short.
Steelers, Detroit Lions on ice. So
Yeah, but they've got a lot of injuries.
Detroit so close to winning a game.
Yeah,
I think they'll take the
real
top.
side note, you know how funny they are, the fans. I talked to a Detroit fan the other day, honestly, and they were like, "Oh, we tied finally," and I was like, "Well, at least we're not that bad."
yeah, we're not that bad.
Not quite at that level.
So they've got injuries. They've got major injuries to Backstrom, Oshie, Mantha, and now Lars Eller's out on COVID protocols, and Nick Dowd. So they've got 4 of their big dogs are not playing, and most of them haven't played all year.
I have a question about that.
Not good.
Would you rather that happen right now or
Of
later on in
course.
the season?
Of course,
Like
you
after,
want it now.
like after All-Star break, of course.
Right.
Now,
Yeah, you want it now, but I think Mantha's injury is serious. I think he might be out for the year.
oh wow.
In hockey, they're very, very tight-lipped about their injuries, so you never know. But he got hurt one game. He had surgery that night. So,
Oh, that's
when you
really
have,
bad.
Yeah, when you have surgery that quick, it's bad. You
Mhm.
got to get him in
Mhm.
there. And it was his shoulder or whatever, but still, you can tear your shoulder up, be out for the year. But Ovechkin is doing Ovechkin things. And again, conversely, of all those injuries, their 8 defensemen have played every single game, and they've paired up the same way every single game. And that's what's keeping them in games.
Go
Just got to
Caps,
keep
go!
doing that. They just got to keep doing that, and always got to keep. At 36 years old, he's second in the league in scoring. That's insane. So,
Is there a trade deadline approaching soon or anything like that? Or
Not
you
yet.
gonna make any trades? No.
they usually do. They usually tweak it a little bit. They did
We'll be a little
last year.
active. We'll be a little active in the
We'll be
trades this
active.
year.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
They have 23 points and 16 games played right now. Second
Yep.
in the Metropolitan division there, only to the Carolina Hurricanes. Although
would you imagine
Carolina
that?
has 2 games in hand, though.
Yeah.
So that's important for Carolina there. Already a point up on Washington and still has 2 games to play to get points off of. But 17, you mentioned Ovi scoring there. They have a 17 point differential. So they're scoring points at a good clip. So
Mhm.
I think I think
And
the
they
team
and they
can
did
afford
this.
some injuries right now. Like you
Yep.
said, you want the injuries now, get them healthy for the push later in the season.
And they did this to their big rival, the Penguins, on Sunday night. Just pounded the crap out of them.
Scored a touchdown.
6-1.
Their social media team called it out. EP showed me. She was like, "Why did they say they scored a touchdown?" It's like, "Cause 6 points."
Oh my gosh, EP.
So, well, it's hockey. Why would if you're not a hockey fan, why would the hockey teams say they scored a touchdown?
Bro, they're just trying to branch out and be cool.
It's a fun thing
because she's
it's
not
a
as
fun
cool
thing.
as them.
Don't pick on EP.
Okay, sorry.
We love EP.
Look, I'm sorry.
All right, let's move on to the championship for the Washington Spirit going up against the Chicago Red Stars this Saturday. You can catch them at 12 p.m. That's noon on Saturday. Again, the Washington Spirit play for the 2021 National Women's Soccer League. It is the final.
Yeah.
So,
it's big. Where is that game played?
So
you guys know?
The Lynn Family Stadium in Louisville.
Oh, Louisville. Okay.
Shout out Jack Harlow one time.
I was going to say Lamar Jackson, but okay, Jack Harlow. He's
now
cool. Muhammad Ali.
Last two times these teams faced have not gone the Spirit's way. They lost to Chicago 3-1 back in August, and in July they lost 1-0. So
it's been a long time since they've seen them.
It's been a while. August was a long time ago. The Spirit team is very spunky. Looked really good there in the semifinals. Best of luck to the ladies playing this Saturday. Again, catch them this Saturday at noon. The Washington Spirit taking on the Chicago Red Stars for the National Women's Soccer League Championship. So
cool.
We'll see how that goes.
Go Spirit, go.
I don't have my hand up.
Nope. Any hands up? I think there is one thing we do want to mention, and that is what you can catch this Saturday. Trevor, why don't you tell them what they can watch this Saturday?
Oh, sorry for the look of I just got a weird. Anyway, so this Friday, you mean, right?
It's Friday. Did I say Saturday?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
I think I said Saturday because I got the Washington Spirit on my mind. But what can they watch this Friday?
So Friday, episode 2 of our segment After the Whistles collab episode. No Voice Goes Unheard. We're going to talk about the Wilkinson report. And Stoner, what else is looking forward to in that episode?
Yeah, it's just we get a little bit of a look back also at what initiated the report, which is the Megan explains what happened specifically with the videos and what the videos were and how they got out or how she thinks they got out. And also each of them talk about the investigation and how they talked to Beth Wilkinson and her team. And then also how they're disappointed, obviously, in that there was no written report given to the NFL. And then also Anna talks about her trip up to New York from DC to deliver a letter personally to the NFL's Social Justice Committee to tell them that they would like to see the report. Yep. They would like the NFL to release the report. So it's all of that.
Coming out Friday.
Yep.
Check it out on YouTube, episode 2.
Yep.
Don't miss it. No Voice Goes Unheard.
So you can catch that this Friday, and then you'll catch us on Monday for the day after Reckoning, where we will review the Washington football team versus Carolina football game. And then we'll be back on Wednesday. And of course, you can catch us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch when we stream live, 7 p.m. And then, of course, you can catch us on audio platforms wherever you listen to your podcasts. Now, we would appreciate that you subscribe to our YouTube channel as we are on the road to 500 subscriptions, and that's what our next goal is. We'll come up with something fun for when we get there, but our goal is definitely to get to 500 here before the year's end, and we'd like your assistance in doing so. We are also sponsored by Pacers Running. Get your free, I said free fitting today. You can even do that virtually. Just go to Pacers Running online and they'll hook you up with a fitting. Then they'll show you the shoes that are right for you so you can get on the road running.
Oh, yeah.
Get yourself fit. Get ready for that new year. That new year, new you. And until next time.
What's that?
Be a fan.
We
Be a
love
fan.
Washington, and we some die-hard fans. Yeah, we are. You know we keep it on 10. Let's talk about the offense 1, 2, 3, let's go. And they gifted. We are ref the district. Podcast. Come on now and join us.